Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. So, as you can see, I'm playing as the Greenskins. Yay, Greenskins! So, yeah, so we've got some Goblin Archers, as you can see, but that just had the nicest vista, honestly. That's not the unit that I really wanted to point out first. I mean, this is Goblin Archers, right? But anyway, they're part of the firing squad. I've got some Rusty Arrows as well. So the Rusty Arrows, obviously Sundering Armor, Poison, they're just great, just so good. Anyway, also, Orc Shaman, because I didn't bring Wurzag. Wurzag is obviously the competitive choice in literally all matchups that the Greenskins face. He's just head and shoulders better than the other ones. Azag is quite good sometimes, but generally, just, yes, go Wurzag. It's just, it's Wurzag, he'll win. Anyway, so I've got an Orc Shaman instead. So obviously he doesn't have the Bonewood staff or anything, but he's got a nice complement of spells. I put him on a Boar as well, which is a lot of fun. So he's got Brain Burster, Here We Go, Fist of Gork, and Foot of Gork. I couldn't make my mind up. Anyway, I've got some nasty Skulkers knocking around. So yeah, some over there as well, some here, one in the back. So Smoke Bombs, obviously super useful. That armor piercing is brilliant, and if they can get around the back, which, you know, a lot of them can, they got Stalk, so they can get a lot of work done. Also, I've just got a load of random crappy goblins, but with War and Here We Go, they will have like 80 melee attack and be able to kill anything. It's hilarious. So they only cost 300 and they have silver shields, which is great. So that's nice. Also, I have a couple of Black Orcs. Black Orcs obviously have to watch out for Dark Shards in this matchup, but they will be able to make mincemeat out of most of the stuff in the front line pretty happily. So just worry about the missiles, and that's all you got to do with them. Also, I've got some big uns, so a couple of big uns, obviously always a great choice. Really good anti-large, and if you can catch out cavalry with the nasty Skulkers, hit with a smoke bomb, the two of them combined can take out pretty much any cavalry, which is pretty cool, especially if it's particularly good cavalry that you want to kill in a hurry. Get the Rusty Arrows on it, sunder the armor, and the big uns will hit even harder, because they don't have a lot of armor piercing. They have a lot of anti-large and good weapon strength, but not a lot of AP. So sunder the armor, poison the thing, and beat the crap out of it. It's always fun. So, also over here, I've got some Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers, and more Grosmaging Marauders. More Grosmaging Marauders, just an instant pick in basically every matchup. Armor piercing missiles are fantastic, especially on something that is impossible to catch with 92 speed. Also, the Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archers, they can poison stuff, you know, they can poison stuff with missiles or in melee. Surprisingly resilient in melee. They will bog down things for quite a long time, and they're a pain to catch, so they're pretty great. I do like these guys, and having the Archer variant, they're not as good in melee, but they have more utility, because they can do this, you know, they can bother Morathi a bit. Wow, doesn't that look cool? Anyway, so Morathi's here, so he's got Morathi. Morathi, very scary, can debuff things a lot. She has a lot of great debuff, sort of just AoE constant effects. All she has to do is be in melee, and people will lose just a ludicrous, I was going to say ludicrous and ridiculous, ludicrous, I don't know. Anyway, ridiculous. No, I'm not going anywhere with this. I'm just going to move on. So, she can lower melee defense and melee attack a huge amount, which is great, because if War isn't procced, then you'll make up for the fact that they're really good and will be able to fight everything by making them fight nothing once War is off, which is awesome. So, Morathi, very useful in this matchup. Also, great complement of spells, which is nice. Also, you can see Bleak Swords and Corsairs in the front line. These guys can take out goblins and things like that fairly happily. They'll do quite well. Some spears to add some much-needed anti-large, just in case. Also, you can see the Sisters singing Doom. These guys cause terror, which is great against a low leadership faction. And this is the only thing that causes terror in this mix. Obviously, it's going to be very weak to archers, because they have no armor. So, you know, it's going to hurt if they get shot at. But they can terrify things, which means if they get on top of something, they can rampage stuff. The cheaper things will terrify away, and then your valuable units will get stuck fighting them, which is really awesome. So, really cool unit here. Also, Blackguard Nagarons for some elite anti-large, and some Hung the Executioners for some elite anti-infantry, and 3 Dark Shards, all with shields, so they can have that missile resist with the shields, but they'll also be able to do a ton of damage with their missiles themselves, and Black Orcs better beware. Also, he's got a couple of Dark Riders in the back, so if I try and, you know, scoot around him to get into the back of this stuff, he can get into me, so it's clever. So, speeding things along. So he's going to start shooting at me, of course. I'm bobbing and weaving, so I don't get shot. It's good. It's keeping these guys nice and distracted. He can't really face the other way, because I'll just charge him in the rear or shoot him in the butt. So anyway, here he's trying to spring his trap. He's sending one Dark Rider off this way, and the other one forward. That way he can try and cut off my retreat, but I am very, very quick. He does catch me a little bit, but not enough, and my Forest Goblin Spider Riders are going to actually be joining this fight. One of them is going to charge these guys to keep them pinned and poisoned, while the other one is going to come bother the Dark Shards with the Mangy Marauders. All my guys are running in now, so you can see Nasty Skulkers getting into the back a bit. Here, a Doom Bolt is going to hit Grimgor, which is going to do a devilishly high amount of damage to him. And no healing for Greenskins, of course, so he is very injured all of a sudden. So here I'm getting some good archer fire into just about everything. These Black Ark Corsairs are being absolutely mulched by goblins because, well, they have 46 melee attack right now, the goblins with War, which is pretty awesome. These guys are getting around the back, Bleak Swords are going to be no match with the big uns, and these Black Orcs are going to get into the rear and attack either the Blackguard or the Hargneth Executioners. I believe they come in for the Blackguard, and these Black Orcs get around into the Hargneth Executioners, because I'm keeping his archers pretty busy back here. Getting some good shots into them. Here I've got the nasty Skulkers that have actually smoke bombed. Yep, there we go. Smoke bombed the Dread Spears. So it means that my Goblin Riders can get away and he won't be able to just keep harassing me with the Dread Spears, which is good. So I'll keep these guys online for longer. And frankly, the Dread Spears are no match for the nasty Skulkers, so they're going to get killed. So here, another smoke bomb to keep this stuff pinned. And now I'm getting my Black Orcs around the back. Maybe I should have sent the Black Orcs this way and got these guys in a pincer movement and wiped them out nice and quickly. But no, I wanted to take out the Hargneth Executioners, who are taking a silly amount of damage from my archers, which is very nice. Over here, though, my Orc Shaman, I decided to run straight into the Sister Sing Doom, because I'm an idiot. So he got rampaged, and now Morathi's come in to murder him. So there he goes. That's a dead Shaman. That was stupid. Anyway, over here, though, you can see the Sister Sing Doom overextended, so I'm going to let them catch one of the Goblin Archers. I'm going to have to use the Rusty Arrows to kill them, which is a shame. It is a shame having to use the Rusty Arrows to do that, but they still do a lot of damage, and they're poison. Actually, no, they're just armor sundering. They're only poison in melee. I'm an idiot. Anyway, they're going to kill the Sister Sing Doom. This is really good value, although you want them on armored stuff usually. The fact that just the damage from the arrows alone is going to slaughter something that costs over 1,000 is pretty great. So over here, you can see Grimgor is sucking. He's just awful. He is really bad at this. He has 30 kills, and for the most part he's fighting Corsairs. So that's pretty pathetic. The Black Orcs have come in to do what Grimgor couldn't, so these Blackguard are getting hurt. A nice Soul Blight being popped on all of my units, which is really good, because it's going to lower their weapon strength and armor, so suddenly everything's going to be a lot easier to kill, which is very sad for me. And over here you can see nasty Skulkers still chasing things around. Dark Shard's getting really injured. Some have come back online. These guys are getting attacked, but actually he's managed to get his back line back in order. And unfortunately, Grimgor is just going to get chased off by Morathi. So he's screwed. So enough about him. He's awful. So Sister Sing Doom, they are over-chasing. They're still trying to chase my Goblin Archers. So I'm able to just keep shooting at them, which is nice. And now my Rusty Arrows, I think, are going to start shooting into valuable units again. Yeah, they're going to start sundering the armor of the Blackguard so I can get through them quicker with my Goblins and my big uns. Here, lovely Doom Bolt doing a ton of damage to the Black Orcs. Well worth it. And now a load of his Dark Shards are back online, which is really bad for me. He's managed to wrap up my Forest Goblin Spider Riders. So that's a shame. And now he can start shooting my Black Orcs, which I do not want to happen. So, luckily though, I've just broken through this line, so now I have infantry to start throwing at these guys. Part of it is infantry that's going to really hurt, but yeah, these Dark Shards are a problem. Definitely the one to the back. This stuff, though, all taken out. I've got my own archers starting to join the fray. Over on this side, Morathi is going to start trying to be a hindrance. More Dark Shards over here, which is a real pain for me. So I'm going to send Goblins over here in a second, because I want the Goblins to soak up the damage with their silver shields and chase these guys away, because the Goblins, look at how healthy they still are. There's still 112 of them. So they'll be able to chase off this unit, and hopefully soon. Come on, get in there. Same with the Dark Riders. Like, these Goblins are too healthy, and these guys are all far too scared. So that's hilarious. The Goblins are going to fight off all these guys. So over here, got the big uns chasing off this unit of Dark Shards. The other Dark Shards are fighting, are shooting into the Black Orcs. But of course, the Black Orcs do have some cover here. The slope of the terrain and the fact that he's got Bleak Swords and Dread Spears in the way means he's not going to be getting the best hits. And now I can get my Rusty Arrows firing into the Dark Shards. I know they have shields, but it all helps. So over here, got big uns trying to screen Morathi, but it's a bit of a nuisance, honestly. She's very quick. And here the Goblins, total MVPs, fighting everything all day, stopping all the reinforcements from coming back, which is very funny. Mail Cults on the Black Orcs can be good to slow them down, to stop them getting back into the fight, as well as getting some good damage in. Here the Rusty Arrows are now getting a bit bothered by Morathi, and the Dark Shards decided they need to start shooting at the ranged units, or else they're going to get killed by the Rusty Arrows before they can kill the Black Orcs, I guess. So anyway, Morathi's trying to interrupt as well, but the big uns are caught back up, and the Rusty Arrows can run back through. Here, these big uns have finished these Dark Shards, so now they're going to start chasing this lot off. So they're kind of out of time to shoot me. Over here, the Blackguard are coming in, so I'm just running the Goblins back towards my own lines. And I'm going to ignore them. They're quite slow, so I'm just going to wander off. I can always just kill them pretty quickly anyway. The Rusty Arrows, a couple of volleys and they're dead, so I don't have to worry about them. So I just want more bodies in here to try and keep the Black Orcs going. So here, getting some shots towards Morathi, but a lot of good bobbing and weaving. Another Melkoth on the Black Orcs, again slowing them down, but also doing some damage. So over here you can see the big uns are dealing with the Dark Shards, so that's nice. They're being chased away, and while they're running away, they're useless. They're not gaining any value, and I still have enough units here, so it's not like I really need these units in the fray to help the fight. I've got the fight covered over here, so I can afford to have them run off. Here, Smoke Bomb on Morathi, which is definitely nice. It's always good to do that. She can't move anymore. Saying that, still 26 speed, which isn't terrible, but I mean, you know, I can still outrun her. So I'm getting some good damage on her here, but she's going to get that health back with a very tasty Soul Stealer. I know this isn't the best stuff in the world, but it's enough, right? It's going to get some value. And here, I think my Goblin Archer shatters. Oh, poor goblins. Anyway, so not a bad Soul Stealer. It's going to get some good damage in. She's got a health back. Not a lot of other juicy targets, maybe the Black Orcs, but still, it's kind of worth it just to get the health back from the things you're attacking. Now she's going to come in and dive bomb these Black Orcs. Very low leadership on the Black Orcs because they are super injured. So you can see immediately wavering when she comes in here. And the debuffs from all of her abilities actually put them to 18 and 17 melee attack and defense, which is insane. And now Melkoths as well to do some extra damage. It's crazy how much stuff gets debuffed. Look at that, 2 melee attack on the goblins. I don't have War anymore because Grimgor died horribly. He's probably in a heap over here somewhere. So, yeah, great. Nice one, Grimgor. You're just brilliant. Anyway, so getting another shot into Morathi, putting it down to 10 armor, and now I'm going to start shooting the Blackguard again. Oh, and I did actually chase them off with the goblins earlier when they finally got to me, which is funny. Silly Blackguard. Anyway, shooting at them again, and they're going to get shattered in a second. There we go. And here you can see one of the Dark Shards came back, and so did the other one. These guys started trying to shoot at these guys, so I tried to run around the hill while they were chasing. But now that they're actually going back for my own units, I'm going to get in here and attack them again. Have the goblins just take the arrow fire. He can't reach anything valuable. And then they just break for the heck of it. Now it's just Morathi fighting. There are some Dread Spears here, so I'm going to shoot at them a bit. Another Melkoths on the Black Orcs. My other Black Orcs are running away, which is pretty obscene. And I'm fighting her with units with 2 melee attack. Luckily I do have 20 melee attack on these guys, and anti-large bonus, so they're going to be able to hit, which is nice. But yeah, so that's Morathi basically wrapped up though. Nasty Skulkers coming in, and I hit her with a Smoke Bomb, which startles the horse and makes her retreat. At least that's what I reckon happens. You know, the horse is startled. What are you going to do? Get off the horse? Nah, Morathi's not going to get off the horse into a pile of orcs. That would be silly. But anyway, so that's that. So, Greenskins, don't mention I love Greenskins. I think I should. I occasionally just binge on them, which you'll probably tell from, you know, the next few videos, honestly. I've been playing a lot of Greenskin matches, and I just find that all of their units just fit such a niche purpose. That you just get these awesome combination of units that are just superb. Like even when I lost my leadership and a spellcaster, in the first 5 seconds I was able to deal with an elite Dark Elf army, just because of those combination of units. You know, all the brilliant like armor piercing and stealthiness of the nasty skulkers, be able to pin things down to slow stuff down to get more damage in. Also the big uns with a good anti-large, but also they hit hard enough to take out things like bleak swords and dread spears pretty well, and dark shards as well as using them to kill for a while. Black Orcs, just great heavy hitters, immune to psychology, so they're not going to get terrified away by anything. You know, the archers, great at killing low armored units for super cheap, super cost effective, and they become more cost effective against better units when the rusty arrows are in play. So it's just crazy, the synergy that you get from all of these units, and I love it. It's such good fun. But you know, not to discount my opponent here, Barrett's army, really cool. I really liked it. If he was able to keep his Dark Shards in order towards the start, you know, have more Dread Spears in the back, trying to defend, which of course I was smoke bombing and things, so that makes it incredibly difficult to keep on top of units when you keep getting slowed down. You know, if he'd be able to keep the Dark Shards going, he could have taken out the Black Orcs earlier, and he probably would have won, honestly. He was able to deal with my leadership straight away, so it's just damaging the Black Orcs. He was having to hit these guys with every single spell he had to try and whittle them down, because they were the biggest threat. So yes, he did do a lot of damage to them, and they didn't get a huge amount done, but the resources he had to throw at them, because he couldn't kill them all with the Dark Shards, was ridiculous. You know, all those spells being used on big uns or nasty skulkers or whatever, you know, just hit some nasty skulkers or Melkoths and then dive bomb them. They're gonna break almost immediately. So, you know, the fact that he had to waste so many resources on the Black Orcs to finally deal with them is just testament to, you know, how robust and irritating Greenskins can be. So it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun indeed. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did. It was a really close game and a lot of fun. So if you did enjoy it, please do comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.